How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Let's get into the video. Man, how's it going, everybody? What a day, what a day, what a day. Trody was first today. I love it, I love it. I was waiting for this stream. So excited to be on with you guys. Kevin, howdy, my friend. Troy, hey, bro. What else do we have? Looks like we have Varley. When is Tobit going to be here again? I am in communication with Tobit, or a Tobit. It's a Tobit. And he is going to be on very, very, very soon. He's basically my best friend right now. I mean, I don't know. We really, I think we really hit it off. Can you imagine if he like, I hate you, and or something like that. But anyways, yeah, that guy is the absolute champion. He will be on very, very soon. He's doing a little more research on our next topic, or his next topic. I don't even want to take any credit, honestly, for what he's been doing, and I just appreciate him. You know, I appreciate what was on my shirt. It was either a fuzzy or it was like grabbed a creature. Anyways. He's just a champion. Like I just appreciate that guy so much. So I do plan on having him on very, very, very soon. He's doing a little more research on what we found during the video, and or a new piece that we found during the video, and he's going to be covering that for us. So I'm very excited to see that. Very, very thankful that he's going to be on, and it's going to be great, guys. It's going to be absolutely great. Hello, I only have 16 shares, Kevin. No problem. You know, 16 times 1 million. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, little Kevin. But hey, you know what? Whatever you can do, you know, no problem. No problem. You have to start somewhere, and hopefully this will set you up for future trades. You know, from Florida. Good video yesterday. Hey, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. I have 839 shares of AMC. Nice. Long and strong. Very, 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 very nice. Let him say hello. How's it going, Starfish? Are you giving up? Happy? You know I'll never give up. Never give up. Never surrender. You think... Well, let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. Okay, actually, thank you. Let's talk about AMC. Let's talk about what is going on with AMC, okay? Let's get straight to the point. AMC adding 500 million shares, price going down. Guys, so here's the deal. I pulled this up because I wish I would have finished the interview. I started watching the interview. I didn't get as far as I hoped on the actual interview, okay? And so what I did is I went ahead and pulled this up, and you know, granted, this is just one person. I wanted to see what they were saying. Josh also has some posts. Let me look up. Let me go to Twitter. Josh, what's his name on Twitter? Joshua James. Or yeah, I think it's 2 M's. Joshua was doing the most with the tweets. I mean, just so many tweets back to back to back. I'm trying to see if exactly what he said. He's doing multiple tweets a day, and holy smokes, you know, it does not end. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Okay, well, I can't find his tweet right now, but oh, okay. Here you go. From Matt Kors. Want proof of FUD? Guys, this is what's happening. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. This is, and here's another post. This is what he's saying. Look, the CEO clearly said, and granted, I haven't verified this post. I haven't verified the exact quote, but I've been seeing these posts all day. Everyone, ever since my morning stream, everyone's been freaking out. Absolutely freaking out. And let's read this. The CEO clearly said, we've asked our shareholders for approval of the 500 million new shares. Guys, at no point has the vote finished. Has the vote, like, have they announced the findings? Have they announced anything? They've only said he's like, it's not even approved yet. And you're telling, and I highly doubt it will be approved. I highly doubt it will, because all of the, think about it, most of the apes, they're scared of some kind of dilution, and they're scared of the dilution. So I highly doubt that they're going to purchase this, to say yes to that. And especially the chief, the chief of the apes, Trades. I know, I was on his stream. He said that he voted no to this question. And you know what? I'm sure a lot of people share his sentiment. He gave his point, and he went ahead and said, I'm going to vote no to this. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to follow suit. You know, I personally, I did agree with him. I voted no on the 500 million new shares. And I'm sure, and you know, granted, I'm not saying I have a large, you know, super large audience or anything, but he has a lot of influence. And I think a lot of people are going to do that. You know what I mean? So that's that. Okay. That is that. Hey, what's up, Trade? So that's what I think is going to happen. And, you know, there's plenty of time. We have a lot of time before any of that. Even if it was approved, there's a lot of time before that happens. Granted, it's not going to be, you know, I think if the news was announced that it was approved, then that might not be the best for, I do think we would see a dip. We saw a dip, like, and this is obviously from the fear that is being instilled. This is exactly what they're going to try to do to scare people. But you know what I see? I see a nice discount. I'm not currently in a place to add to my position. I'm very, very happy with my current position. And so I will not be averaging down. Technically, I've been averaging up the entire time. I'm not going to average up at this time. It's just because I don't have the capital right now to do so. And again, you know, always take care of number one. I need to make sure I've been investing a lot of money in AMC and a few other stocks, and I need to make sure that I went heavy into, well, kind of heavy into GameStop, and I need to make sure that my bills are paid for and everything. And you know what? If I see that, if my bills are paid for, you best believe if I had extra cash that I, you know, did not need, I would 100% buy this dip. 100%. Okay. I just need to make sure all my bills are paid, and then we'll go from there. But, and again, even then I would still be averaging up, but that's how much I am convicted. I'm heavily personally convicted in what is going on. Okay. And so, that's that. Olive Cheeto Man says dropping from $400 to $45 on GameStop has me emotionless. Yeah, I mean, after you go through that, I couldn't even imagine going through something like that. But Olive, I hope I'm not sure if we've talked about this. I'm not sure. I would imagine you bought the dip to average down and get yourself into a very, very, very good place. And you know, so that's that. If you have a high position there, let's put it this way, at no point, well, I don't want to overarch anybody, but I would say that a lot of people who bought in high at AMC have had plenty of opportunity to average down. And I think, so at the end of this, you know, in my opinion, most people, if you wanted to average down, you could have. I think you have plenty of opportunity. And I'll just say it at that. But yeah, after this, it's been pretty crazy. So, and you know, again, guys, like, this is what they're going to try to do. Your good news and shirt or a lifesaver. Thank you. So guys, we can't, I'm telling you, this morning, everyone was freaked out in my chat, and everyone was like, why are they doing this? Why is he saying that? And I hadn't seen anything. I hadn't seen the interview. I hadn't seen anything, but we've seen this, guys. These guys just put out news articles. I showed you guys on a previous stream. I had showed you guys that, like, the Motley Fool within 24 hours, they put about why AMC is the best stock ever, basically, and why AMC is the worst stock ever. And this is what we're seeing. Like, these guys are just blah, 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 blah. Remember, their business is basically like BuzzFeed. Do you guys remember? I think especially old BuzzFeed was clickbait, 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 clickbait. And that's what happened. And that's what happened. Trudy says, to be honest, I only have 5 shares of AMC at $6.99. Excuse me. But to be honest, if they go up to 20, I am super happy with the win. We'll invest back, make the money, and we'll become a millionaire one day. Hey, there you go, Trudy. That's a good way to get started. And if you are thinking about averaging up, something to consider. I know it's tricky. I know it's like, well, why would I average up? Like that's the wrong way. But in my opinion, I've been doing it because I personally think that it is worth it. And that's why I've been doing it. And that's why I've been doing it, guys. 100%. And I'll continue to do it. I'm telling you, I really, 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 really am not afraid to continue to add to my AMC position at all. Not at all. So I'm going to be doing some calculations and seeing what I can get away with. So that's that. Let's take a look. I know we've been looking at this stuff and I'm just super passionate. I want to drive my point home, and this is not financial advice. This is not anything. These are my personal opinions. And you best believe that as soon as these hedge funds see that we're freaking out and we're like saying, why is the CEO doing this? You best believe that they're just going to try to hammer it down even further and cause mass panic. And that's that. Erickson, you plus Trey plus live stream equals best stream ever. Make it happen. I would love to get on Trey's trades. If he would have me, I have reached out to him, but I understand there's a big gap between how many people I have and how many people he has. So I don't want to pressure him whatsoever. If he'll have me, I'm more than happy to hop on. But again, I don't want, I'm not trying to, I don't want to push him or put him on the spot or anything like that. Great question. Damon says, Corey, do you know when Rule 801 will be enacted? I do not know. Okay. DTCC rulings. And we can go, I think it's this one. Hello. I'll open this one just in case too. I don't know why the site isn't loading or if it's my internet or what, but I don't know when Rule 801 is going to be enacted. That is my one. If you've been on the stream for a while, this is the one I've been waiting for. 801. 801 is going to change the game. Okay. I talk about it at work. These guys think I'm like a weird conspiracy theorist that I should be wearing my tinfoil hat over here. These guys really think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but you know what? I just believe in it. I believe in it, and I think that 801 is going to be the saving grace, and these guys are going to be forced to cover. Why else, guys? Why else are they pushing these rules so quickly? These DTCC rules so quickly? Because they need to cover themselves. They've already passed the first two. The first one is the main one that was a great one, because the first one, of course, they have to show them their books. And now the second one here and this one, while I wasn't really covering it because I wasn't so excited about it, I thought it was funny how they made it crystal clear the way things would happen in the event that this possibly might happen in the future. And so I thought that was funny. And then number three, I suppose, being the 801, where they're going to be margin called. And guys, we talked about this the other day, right? We talked about what happens on a margin call. On a margin call, it is Viacom. Let's take a look at what happens on a margin call. Granted, this is the opposite direction, right? But look, this is the opposite direction that it would go. But take a look here. Take a look. Eric, if you didn't get a notification, that's weird. I just make sure you have the bell for all things. I think there are 2 bell options. So maybe just check the bell options. But look, this is what happens on a reverse margin call. And granted, this is going to the opposite way for AMC, but look at the power of this whenever they're forced to liquidate and it's a different story. So don't tear me apart, but it's a different story. But look at the pressure of forced liquidity whenever they force them to sell their positions, because guess what? You need to pay. And this is what happens. Okay. Now, granted, keep in mind, this is the reverse thing that would happen. AMC, imagine this going up. That is what we would see on AMC and GameStop. It is going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. And you just got to see it. I say blame. I saw people hating on Jim Cramer today. I don't know what he said. Like, I don't know what he said so much about it. Like, like I said, I started to watch it, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I didn't finish it. But so we'll have to see. Let me catch up on a little bit of this chat and see what's been going on. Starfish says, I'm grateful for the AMC and GME buzz because I didn't realize it had gotten so easy to invest. I always wanted to, so I'm in those, but it's good. But looking at so much more and bigger plan. Yeah, absolutely. Starfish, that's so true. What I love about this and the congressional hearings, they've been talking about this, about how people have been getting in. And granted, they linked it to the 2008 crisis. Apparently, whenever in the 2008 crisis, a lot of people purchased lottery tickets, as in like there was a direct correlation for when that happened. Lottery ticket sales went up. And so, I mean, that's a thing, but I don't know if that helps or hurts the gambling aspect of what is going on, but I think it's so important for people to get into investing. It's a lot easier to access from the older days. Like before, people weren't really able to access it. You had to have a lot of money. There was a lot of fees per transaction, and you know, it's so sad that what happened with Robinhood and that they couldn't be on the right side of history because their brand literally paved the way. It was so great. I was the biggest Robinhood fan ever. I'm still a huge Robinhood app user interface fan. I love everything about their app. I appreciate what they did for trading and everything. Unfortunately, when push came to shove, though, they were revealed, and that's super unfortunate because I was the biggest advocate for Robinhood that there would ever be. Now, also with that being said, guys, you know, okay, great. Now we're in AMC and GameStop and maybe a few other, you know, meme stocks or whatever you want to call them. I really don't like calling them meme stocks because they're like investments. You know what I mean? Like, anyways. Especially like ones like BlackBerry, that's been an investment for a long time, and some of these other ones. I mean, I could get like AMC and GameStop being meme stocks just because of what's going on. But even then, I think a lot of those other stocks are just like legitimately good stocks. Just because it has a short squeeze potential doesn't mean it's like a bad or a meme stock. I don't know. I think the connotation behind it kind of irks me a little bit. But anyways, now, okay, so we're in this now, right? So the question is, what is next after AMC, GameStop goes to the moon and everybody is, you know, hopefully potentially rich? Then what? And so that is why I'm like, you know what, I want to get on because I have some really good ideas, good trades that I think will be long lasting trades. And so I want to make sure everyone, after let's say we all accumulate our wealth, right? Well, now you have to maintain it. You have to hold on to that wealth. You can't just, you know, YOLO until you're, you know, a gazillionaire or you're broke. You know, you want to have good long-term stocks to hold your wealth and continue to build upon that wealth. And that's my whole like strategy for this channel. Like I want people to continue to grow their wealth, not just like, you know, invest in that stuff. So, or not just, you know, I don't know, lose other money or something. But anyways, that is that. So let's see what else we have going. Eric says, I got the bell on my friend. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure, Eric. That's a weird one. I almost bought AMC. This is what Ginger says. I almost bought AMC for my first stock, and I went something more long-term. So thinking Vanguard. But I want something more long-term. Ginger, and you know, I totally understand where you're going. So what you need to, and there's two thought processes here. Okay. And actually, I'm glad you brought this up because there's always something and it's called opportunity cost, the opportunity cost of what would happen. And so, for example, let's say, you know, you want something long-term and you wanted to go into, you know, the S&P 500 or whatever, get maybe, you know, 15, 20% every year, right? That's great. That's fantastic. And I totally respect that. The reason why I'm so hyped up about like AMC and GameStop is because like AMC, in my opinion, has an opportunity to give you anything more than, let's say, 20 or 30% in a year is great growth. That is a solid portfolio. Any seasoned investor would love to get 30+% year over year because that's difficult to get. And we're in a very extremely unique situation here where not only could you get I'm anticipating hundreds of percentage in growth, but it can happen over a short period of time. So me, like I've told, and this is this is not financial advice, but this is just a scenario. Let's say you put your money in, let's say you had $1,000, you put your money in AMC, and let's say it goes, in my opinion, I'm going to lowball it. Let's say it goes to $3,000. Okay. So now by the end of the year, now you have $3,000, and it would have taken, and so in 1 year you have 3,000, whereas traditionally getting, let's give you 30%. Imagine how long it would take 30% of 1,000. So we'd have to get 30%, it would take you years, maybe 5 years or something for this $1,000 to turn into 3,000. And so, whereas you can do it in 1 year. So that's kind of like different ways to think about it. Again, not financial advice or anything, but I want you to be thinking about that opportunity cost of what it could cost you. Because if you had this in 1 year and this, what would this turn into? Let's say you had 200% increase or whatever, you got 3,000. And now what happens? It can grow faster if you put them both now at 30,000. So, or 30% a year. So just things to think about. I want everyone thinking about these things. And that's why I'm so excited about this channel. Like I want to get to the point where I can talk to you guys kind of one-on-one or something like that. And, I have the Discord set up for like one-on-ones, and I want to get people in here, and I want to like talk to you about your personal situation. And while I wouldn't be really giving financial advice, I could say like, hey, here's a few options for you. What are your goals? What's your risk tolerance? And stuff like that. And so that's like my real goal. That's what I would love to do. So I think it's important for people to think about those things and have those things. Asking for a long-term stock, and hey, you know what? Thank you, Chordy. Actually, I do have a long-term stock that I really, really like that is very safe. And this is one of those stocks that, let's say AMC, squeezes, GameStop squeezes, and I have a whole lot of money. I want a good returning stock, that I will have a good percentage return on annually, and I want a relatively safe stock. So let me show you this one. I'll just show it to you for free. IVR, Invesco Mortgage, okay? Very boring. Let me show you how boring this company is. They do real estate and mortgages and stuff like that. Great. Financials are looking fantastic annually. Look, profit. They had a rough 2020, but look at their institutional ownership, 50%. Looking solid. Here's why I like this company. Look how they've been doing for 5 years. 5 years, okay? For 5 years, the lowest they've traded at was, let's say, $7. And look, currently it is at $4, okay? And that is a solid, and it's boring. And Invesco Mortgage. Now look, more recently, just before COVID, and within look at this upward trend. Very slow, steady growth. But look, they capped out over here, peaked at $18. So imagine the kind of returns you can get on a stock like this. In my opinion, very boring, very safe. And it's still, and imagine if you would have gotten in at the beginning of the pandemic. Look, let's say you got in at $2. Like if you missed this very bottom, look at that. You're already up 100%. Granted, it was, you could have gotten better gains elsewhere, but it's a very safe stock in my opinion. So these are things that I think people need to be thinking about, and people should be, considering. Think about the future. Right now, in my opinion, we're in a waiting period. We're in the waiting room, and I'm thinking about my next moves. AMC's been trading sideways, down, up, and I'll know whenever the squeeze is happening. We'll all know because it'll be in the news. You won't be able to miss it. You will not be able to miss it. Con says, should I buy AMC and hold? I really can't tell you what to do, my friend, but if you know me, I'm extremely ridiculously bullish on AMC, and I'm at the point where, in my opinion, I've talked about this before. I think that AMC is going to, let's say it doesn't squeeze, right, for whatever reason, or no, not that it doesn't. Let's say without the squeeze. In my opinion, without the squeeze, AMC by the end of the year, with all the momentum, the economy opening, vaccine out, all this good stuff, I would not be, and everyone wants to go places. And you know what they've been hearing a lot of? The movies. And in my opinion, I think everyone's going to want to go to the movies. And whenever everyone goes to the movies, I think they're going to try to go to AMC. Actually, I saw a post on Reddit about it the other day, and they said it was a family, and they said the Regal is 5 minutes away and the AMC is 30 minutes away. But guess which one we drove to? And I think there's a lot of like, it might be a little silly, but that kind of mentality is out there, where people are trying to go to the movies and people can't wait to just do anything outside of being at home all day. And I think the movies is going to be a great place, especially with what's going on. So with all that being said, I think I would not be surprised in the least bit if AMC was $25 to $30 by the end of the year. I just personally would not be surprised one bit. We've seen a lot of stocks going to all-time highs, and the all-time high for AMC, I think, is like $33. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was even higher than that. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. Yeah, and there's a lot of good plays also. There's EV plays, and I think EVs are a little bit longer. But again, I think there's a lot of upside, but I personally just don't know which EV. I haven't done enough research into EVs to know which one is my favorite. Someone did say, and someone mentioned this to me, and it's so smart. There's going to be a number 2 to Tesla. You don't have to hop into Tesla. Maybe you think Tesla's done. Maybe you think Tesla's going to keep on running. Maybe it's just uncertain about Tesla. What is this? What is Albert spamming? Is this a phone number? Boom. Okay. So maybe you think Tesla's done. So who's the number 2 that you're going to be waiting for? You know what I mean? There's going to be a number 2 that you're looking for, and that person is going to be a great stock for you. And it could be an established stock. For all we know, Ford, Toyota, or someone is going to come in and steal the show. And on top of that, you can even go one further. And these are the things that we talk about on the channel. If you're new to it, one of the things we talk about is other kinds of plays. So yeah, EV is great. Sure, you can choose Ford or Toyota, whoever. Now, what about one further? And so everybody's going EVs. What about the people who are selling them the batteries? What about the people like QuantumScape who are trying to make solid state batteries? These guys could be potentially one that you want, especially if they're able to achieve basically what's never been achieved before, which is that quantum state battery. And if they are, hey, what's up, Diamondback? Welcome, my friend. And if they are able to achieve this quantum state battery, this is going to be the stock, because I think that if these guys are able to achieve that, then they will, imagine who they'll sell it to. They'll sell it to, they don't even have to sell it to Tesla. And because obviously Tesla's doing their own thing right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla jumped in on this kind of technology for the benefits of it. But and if you don't know about QuantumScapes and solid state batteries, holy smokes, look it up. It is crazy. I do. This is one that I might make a video on. I just like the stock so much. I like the company. I like the concept so much. So maybe I will make a video about this one. But and then yes. And so you want to think about selling the batteries to all of those car people, right? All those car companies, and selling the batteries to all of them instead of just choosing one and hoping it works. So you can look at stuff like that. Starfish, great suggestion. What about the people making the charging stations and they need to plug them in? What about those people? And there are companies that are doing that. People just making parking lots. They're buying a parking lot, putting a bunch of stuff in. What a business model. There's no, I'm sure there's a little maintenance for the parts, maybe a little maintenance for the parking lot, but it's not like they have a big facility with air conditioning and this and that with all the overhead. Things to think about. Huge things. Troy says, still watch somebody agree with me about the new all-time high of $40, $50. Another guy I watch in LA said he could not get tickets to see Godzilla. Yeah, these movie theaters, from my understanding, I haven't seen it. They're selling out. It's crazy. I chased so much today. Oh gosh. So if you guys, if you're new to the channel, Diamondback Hand is our annual, or our office, our channel, I don't know what to call him. A very brave person. So, but made some good plays. Jumped on TCAT during this craziness. Jumped on, I forgot your play yesterday, but jumped on a few plays and it really played out for him. And I couldn't be happier. We've had some people come in here, call some plays, and even sometimes I'm like, I don't know. And you know what? The next day it rips. We had somebody come in and talk about this play, and it ripped. It was crazy. Oh yeah, I do like to look at the tops. Let's see what the tops are today, and then we'll get a little. We'll jump back to like AMC, GameStop, and then toward the end of the stream, we'll take a look at a few stocks that you guys are interested in, and we'll take a look. So let's take a look at what did well. So highest is 54%. Nothing really too crazy though. A few things. I do want to check how Microvision ended today. Well, we'll see if they're on the top loser today. But anything? Wow, just down 10% over here. Oh, this is after hours. This isn't the day. Dang, I missed during the day. Oh, I can change it to the 1 day. Nice. Okay, so let's see the top gainers for 1 day. Man, Webull is cool. If you guys don't have Webull, you may want to consider hopping on it because holy smokes. Look at this company with a crazy run up. I don't recognize anything here. Let's look at the losers, and then I will hop back to the... Yeah, Microvision down 16% on the day. I was worried about that one. Huge run up yesterday. It's still sitting pretty well, pretty good, but not the best. I am curious about Arrow Century. What are these guys doing? Look at this run up. Let's look at the 3-month. Oh my gosh, they had like a short squeeze or something. Look at this. Look at these. What? From $2 to 38? I wonder if they're going to have another squeeze. Well, I wonder if this is crazy. How many days did this one last? You know, and so I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to, if anybody's bold here, Diamond, you might like this one because I know you're very bold. Taking a look at this play, okay? Let's look at the wait, no, how many days is this? Okay, never mind. I think this is the wrong kind of play. I was wrong about this one. Okay, I thought this was a 2-day run up, or it would consolidate and run up for 2 days. So no, they've been 1-day run ups. So never mind. Because I was gonna say, like, see how this one jumped up? Well, what did this go from 8 to 9? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a 2-day run up, and I thought this was gonna be day 1, and there might be day 2, but I was wrong. So don't pay attention to that one. Sorry about that. Try to find you guys a winner, you know? But this continues to kind of jump up. I wonder if after it consolidates, if it might be a good play to hop in. And now, time for our regularly scheduled interruption where my screen just randomly disconnects. I have to unplug the power, replug the power, and fix it. So now we will get this fixed right now. Let me pull this up, get my OBS set up, and we'll get this fixed. We will get this fixed. Actually, I did also want to move my... Oh no. People have been telling me about, or somebody, my boss today, he told me that he was having a hard time. Is it this one? Is that good? He was telling me that he had a hard time seeing me on mobile. Ugh, but I really liked it being on the other side. Okay, bear with me one moment. Let me fix my screen. I'm sorry about this, guys. It is a pain, but you know what? Sometimes I trust me, I have a plan to order the new one. It's just taking, you know, I just have to wait a few days. Okay, we are good. Sorry about that. Man, what a pain. All right. Diamond, thank you so much for the super chat. This will hop towards a new computer. I just need that monitor. That monitor, I just got to order it, okay? I got to order it, or got to send this one in and be done with it. Gosh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. Such a pain, but we are back. We are doing good. I hope this kind of helps. I don't know if this is a good spot for my camera, but from my understanding on mobile, the left side has, you know, words, has like the chat, and then I'm behind the chat. So That's that. Colin, I have a lot of stocks that I'm looking at. Just a whole lot. I'll give you that one for now. The IVR one, that one's one of my favorites that I'm invested in. I have a bunch of other stocks. I don't know if I'll get into them right this second, but it is a plan. Olive with a super chat. New monitor. Just wanted to send more than diamond. You guys. Oh my gosh. Cassius says, heard a few good points from both sides. I don't know how I feel about AMC. Still holding though. Both sides of what Cassius, like holding versus like if the squeeze is over, not over, AMC versus GME. Curious about what you mean. Let's see. Sam, CCIV could be a great stock. And this is just something I haven't looked like into too much, like which one is going to be number 2. And like I said, it could be one of those popular ones. Lucid, people really like Lucid. People really like, I mean, I'm sure we can all name a few EV stocks that a lot of people like. So the question is what is really going to be the play? And so I'm going to continue to take a look. And if someone has some good DD, feel free to send it to me on the Discord. I would love to see it on the Discord. And that'd be great. That'd be really great. Awesome. Yeah, IVR. This is the one that I really like right here. This is my personal, and do your own research on it before you jump into it. I'm not giving you any kind of advice or anything. I'm just showing you, the chart on a 5-year and take a look and, my personal opinions on it. But make sure you do your own research. I don't want you to make a bad decision or one that you're not comfortable with, Make sure you're taking a look. Short term, however, I'm all in AMC and GameStop. There are a bunch of different plays. Like, don't be fooled by me or what I'm saying or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, look at these stocks. These stocks were good stocks. And granted, who knew they were going to rip? Maybe someone did know, maybe someone didn't know. But there's always going to be the opportunity cost. I'd be wary looking at these top gainers and top losers, just because it is very, it can be a little bit scary. Mortgage stock, yes, mortgage stock IVR, you got it, Con. So I'd be wary looking at these because sometimes it's FOMO and then it'll fatigue you from AMC and if you're trying to hold, blah, blah, blah. And so sometimes that happens. Now, I'll give you a personal example of mine, Microvision. I was, Neo was better than IVR. Okay, well, hey, awesome, Con. See, I'm glad that you feel that way, because I want you to be convicted in your stock. I want you to do the research and say, hey, no, why would I go in this one? This one is much, much better. I'm glad that you said that. I want you to be able to choose for yourself. And I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. And so here, let me give you guys a personal example of what's been going on with Microvision. And so let's look at the 6 month. And so, here is something that I've been struggling with. I bought in around $20 and, it's been just dropping. I just personally didn't want to add to my position. But you know what? I figured that, and I just kind of held. I was like, I'm not going to sell my position at a 50% loss or whatever. So I just held at $10 and all this stuff. And look, it's already come back up. I'm almost broken even. And I think by the end of the year, this will be a great stock. So, but I was getting so much fatigue. I can't express to you guys. Literally the day before this happened, I was like complaining on my stream about the fatigue that I'm feeling. I'm like, I don't know if I made a bad decision, yada, yada, because, take away that. This is all I was seeing. I was like, look, I was scared. But now, look at me now. Feeling revived, feeling energized. ADSTW. It's my second day investing in the stock market. Which stocks do you recommend me to buy? STW, I have so many questions for you, my friend. First of all, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. I think you found the right place. We talk about all these different stocks. I do on my stream toward the end. I like to look at just a bunch of your favorite stocks. If there's anything you really like, anything you're really interested in, I might recommend finding an industry or yeah, like an industry that you're really into, and maybe sticking with that, or you know, thinking logically about it. So what I did, and how I did very well during the pandemic and stuff, is I thought, okay, well, what's closed and what's opening? Well, I think that, and this is literally how I got into AMC. I said AMC is probably just fine, and people are really going to want to go to the movies after the pandemic. So I bought into AMC, and I just got caught in all this craziness, all this huge squeeze that's going on. Okay, and so that was for me, that was a great play. You know, I also liked cruise lines and this and that. And while they're not, and look at the cruise lines, look. I just so happened to buy in the entire market. I went all in on March 18th, which is just so happened to be the lowest. And so that's that. What was I looking for? I don't know. Let's do an Norwegian cruise line. And so, and you know what I would do is I would take a look and see, let's see what the 5-year look like. Okay, well, hey, they were doing just fine, and then COVID hit, ruined everything. And look, these guys are recovering. So even if they hit, you know, let's say they only go back to here, 30, you know, 39 or even 34. That's some returns that you could potentially get. So it's important to think about those kinds of things, you know, and I'll help you pick some, hopefully I can help you make some decisions, and you know, it won't be like financial advice. It won't be anything like telling you what to buy, but hopefully I can like just inform you to help you make a good decision that's right for you. You know, what are your goals? How quickly do you want to make the money? And how quickly are you okay to lose that money just as fast? A lot of different questions about that. You know what I mean? A lot of different questions. So, but I'd love to chat with you, my friend. Stick around and we'll cover something. I guarantee it. Rafter says, smooth brain question. Would a failure to deliver on a large amount of options be cause for a squeeze? Failure to deliver. Yes. I mean, yes, that's basically what's going on. They're failing to deliver these shares, right? And that is what we're anticipating. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for like these, we're waiting for Rule 801 for them to say, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, you guys haven't delivered these shares. Like, how are you guys short more than the float? How, like, float meaning the total amount of shares available to trade. How are you doing this? What are you guys doing? And so at that point, the DTCC and whoever else is with them, they're going to say, okay, well, Rule 801 is passed. You now have to cover. Like, we're going to force you to cover. And so that's when the real fun happens. Absolutely. That's when the good stuff happens. So that is, yes, I think that is going to compound. Because remember, they're going to have to cover, and then it's going to go up. They're going to cover, and it's going to go up. And oh my gosh, it's insane. It's insane. Mohammed says, or first Ginger, bro, that makes so much sense. Yes, Ginger. It's like, yeah, and that's just one way of doing of choosing stocks. You know, it's not anything crazy. And so a lot of people overthink it. They're like, well, I need to, and don't get me wrong, they're 100% like there's a good time to look at financials. There's a good time to look at like institutional ownership, all this stuff. You know, there's a lot of important factors that go into it. Don't get me wrong. But in my opinion, the reason why I like something like, you know, Norwegian Cruise Line is, first of all, they're not out of business. Do you think that they're going to allow themselves to go out of business whenever they're literally trying to open like next month? I highly doubt it. They will go to a loan shark or something, in my opinion. And this may be wrong. In my opinion, they'll do that. And as soon as they get, let's say they get news saying, hey, we're launching our ship, or hey, we're not going bankrupt, just like AMC had, at that point, it will go up. You know, in my opinion, you know, why wouldn't it go up? That's a lot of hype right there. Diamond backhand with the super chat because of Olive. we have a war going on. We have a battle. Oh my gosh. Of the diamonds versus the olives. The diamonds versus the Cheetos. You guys, I fold. Okay. And we have a victor. We have a victor. and my Apple Watch thinks I've reached my move goal. So I've really done a great job today, guys. I've been moving around, running around, and that is that. Okay. You guys are too funny, man. What was I saying? Where was I? Oh yeah, Ginger. So yeah, hopefully that helps you, Ginger. I'm happy to help you out. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer. Mo, what's up? Oh, this is Mohammed. Sorry, Mo is the other one. What's up, Mohammed? Hey man, what do you think about GME today? Another super chat from Leetard 337. I was calling him Lee. I want in, and you know what? By 1 penny, winning by 1 penny, and the game is afoot. The game is afoot. Let's see. Mohammed says, what do you think about GME today? What do you think about buying contracts at $200 expires in 2 weeks? Are we expecting catalysts for GME within the next week? Mohammed, that's a great question, my friend. You know, I'm so sorry. I really don't have an answer for you. I don't know if we're expecting any kind of news soon. I do know that, you know, with their recent news that happened, I'm not sure if they're going to pull anything out of their sleeve anytime soon. You know, it'd be fantastic if they pull something out. But you know what? And I do also think that it doesn't sound too crazy getting those options, but you know, as you know, these options are not cheap, especially for this. So $200 in the money, or just out of the money right here. You know, not cheap at all. You know, unlimited gains. So if it just so happens to squeeze within the next few weeks, then that could be great. But if it, you know, if it goes the other way, if there's some kind of weird attack or something that happens, you'd be out a little bit of money. And again, and also what you have to consider is your break-even point. So it's not, will it hit 200, right? It's, will it hit 212? So in your opinion, do you think it might go to 212 within the next 2 weeks? You know what I mean? And look at the chart on let's look at it on a 1 month. So how often was it at 212? Man, I have so many levels of support and resistance here. I got to start clearing some of these out. I'm going to clear this one out. Yeah, let's clear this one out. And let's see what's up. So this is 220. So let's give you 220. And you know, recently, historically, it's been a while since it has hit that range, okay? Now, granted, it has been trading sideways for a little bit. I'll take this all day, every day, trading sideways, waiting for a squeeze down or something to happen. And we're gonna see it's been sitting pretty well. So I'm liking what I've been seeing. But I will say this: if we do break this 200 level of resistance, I think we'll see a run to 210 or, you know, maybe even 220. I don't think we'll see a lot of resistance around. This is 208 here, but even then, I think we would hit 210, maybe 220 relatively easily. So that is the question. And it's a hard one, my friend. That's a tricky decision. Huyo says, what is the best way for a smooth brain ape to do DD? You know, DD, it really depends on what you're trying to do. The DD that Tobit presented in my last video that's not easy. That guy is freaking smart, and he has he's real smart. And, you know, but he has what is that called? Masters. He's a master's in like accounting. Like he's no joke. So he's doing a different kind of DD. You know what I mean? He's looking at real, and he's going in there and he knows where to look and this and that. So it's kind of hard to really get started in it, but see what people are doing, see what resources people are using. And you can go in and read these documents, you know. For example, if you wanted to go in here, and into these DTCC rulings, and look at this new one that was just set in. Look, this is brand new. So what you could do if you wanted to do GD, you can go on this, for example, an easy one. So go to the site every day and say, hey, like, go in here, read it, see what it's about, and make sure it makes sense and you're right. And you can present it on Wall Street Bets. Is impossible to post on, but you can try posting it on something like GME or AMC or something like that, which is a lot easier to post on. Okay. Or, you know, or even if you feel good about it, if you want to send it to me, I'd be more than happy to take a look and see if you want me to present it or you want to come on and present it. You know, a lot of different options, my friend. The Stoli, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Says thought it's on VIAC, made some good money on puts, but I wonder if it's time for me to buy some calls. Been bouncing. Okay. Oh boy, I'm afraid this is what I think it is. My friend. Okay, let me you found the right channel today, my friend. So I just lost a lot of money today. I just lost a lot of money today because of this stock. Okay, and I'll tell you why. So I was looking at this stock. This is so funny. You really found the right place. Okay, so I've been looking at the stock, right? And usually whenever you have something like this, if you have something like this, you're going to see a bounce. In my personal opinion, I think that you would see a bounce here and it would just, retrace. And sometimes it'll bounce 30%, 50%, 80%, 100%. Like it'll go 150%. Like you'd be surprised the bounces that I've seen. Okay. And now typically it's a little bit quicker, but with these consolidations, I thought it was going to be much stronger. I was right, but not about this stock because this same kind of formation you see with, what is it called? CBS. No, it's I have it over here on the side somewhere. 100%. Something B. You guys know the stock I'm talking about. Discovery B. And so this is what I was hoping for with this stock, right? This is what I was hoping for. This went from, let's say $90 down to $50, okay, or under $50, and then yes. So yeah, we're the same. We have the same thought process, right? So what I did, I was like, you know what? I'm freaking smart. So you know what I'm going to do? This is going to happen, right? So what I did is I bought $50, two $50 strike price calls that ended today. And they did not expire in the money. We traded flat, obviously. I lost. It was $100 that I bet on this. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Good news is I can write it off. I can write it off of my taxes, I guess. That's how I'm gonna start thinking about these things. But anyways, yes. So absolutely. Now, I guess to answer your question, been bouncing for 3 to. I think it's going to bounce personally. I think I really do think we found a bottom. I don't think it's going to drop anymore. But if I could do it again, I would have bought, instead of buying 2 calls and spending all $100, I would have bought 1 call as far out of the money as possible. And, or not as far as, I'm sorry. I would have bought, I'll tell you what I would have done personally and what I wish I would have done. So I would have gone here to options. Let's look at the calls. I would have gone out to, let's see if I can go out. I want to see as far out as I can go. In my case, it was $100. So see, I couldn't have gone out here unless I wanted to go to this $52 strike price, but I would have done something like this. I would have gone all the way out as far as I could to, that I felt good. I usually like to buy them just out of the money. So I would love to take a couple of years out. Great. Yeah. I think I agree. I think it does have great support here. I wouldn't be the stock's not bad all of a sudden. They just had a massive sell-off. Like people were forced to liquidate these positions. I know, guys, I've been bold recently, but you know what? I've been paying for it because it has not been paying off for me. I've had some, I had like 1 good trade or whatever, but it doesn't offset the bad trades. So, not enough yet. But anyways, that's personally is just what I would have done. And I'm trying to find something good, like, but it's just tricky. I think it will bounce, but personally I would just go out as far out as you can, just in case. And personally I would have bought it at like $50 about, but I would have really figured out the math and picked the one that I thought would be best for me. Just my personal opinion. You can write losses off on taxes. Yeah. I do have I am planning on making a video about like taxes and stuff and how there's a lot of different stuff that goes into that, but yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, options are scary, guys. Options are absolutely scary, but you know what, man, you can leverage your money a lot. Instead of like, for example, I had a stock the other day and went up. Microvision, actually, Microvision went up when it was up 40%. I was on my option. I was up 130% on my option, just because the power of how it leverages you. It can leverage you so huge, and like it's fantastic, like what it can do. Yeah. Thanks for bringing this up, Stoli. I appreciate it. Luckily, you know, sometimes I get scared, like, oh gosh, well, what if I've never heard of this stock? And I saw your stock and I was like, wait a second, I think I know this one. Oh my gosh, so funny. So yeah. Troy says I'm going to buy January 2023 calls. Troy, what are you going to buy those calls on, my friend? I think I missed it. Unless it was on VIAC. Yeah. And so me, I mean, what I did is I bought I have a few January 2021 AMC calls because I bought them before there was a run up or anything. And man, it really played. Do you buy ETFs? I have a few. I think I have 1 or 2 ETFs in my account. I'm not sure which ones I have, but yeah, I'm not sure which ETFs I have. I'll have to take a look, but yeah, there's some that I really like. Let me see if I can find which ETF. I have so many brokerages, guys. It's so annoying. Ooh, you guys want to know a good one? Okay, so does anyone know what's going to happen with gold? Anyone have an opinion on gold? Like what'll happen with that? Because there's one I really like, but I don't know what the future is like for it. So for example, let me show you JNUG. Here's an ETF, one of my favorite of all time. If it's real. And so let me show you this one. You want to talk about the 5-year? Let's move over here, okay? Look at this. Let's look at the 1 year, and I'll go backwards. Okay, look at this 1 year, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm finding for you guys. I can't believe I just showed you guys this one, because this one is like my secret one. I don't know, I guess it's not a secret, but take a look at this one. You guys want to talk about gains? Look at these and I don't know if they had a split or what, but this is when the pandemic hit. It went down to $33. Look where it was before the pandemic. It's a couple $100, $600. What's this low right here? 5, you know, even this one. Look at this weird little dip here. This is when the economy was crashing, but look, over $500 the entire time. This is one of the plays that I freaking love, but I don't know what's going to happen with gold. See what the 6 month looks like. So 6 month not looking too well, you know, not looking too good. So I don't know what's going to happen with gold. If anybody has an opinion, I would love to hear it. I would absolutely love to hear it, because I like this play a lot, and I really hope this one works. Someone had asked me something. Starfish. Oh yeah, let's look at PAVE. PAVE. Wow. Okay. What's up, Andrew? From 13 to 26, not bad. And this was 6 months, I believe. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the 1 year. And let's go backwards. Pre-COVID. Pre-COVID was, oh, okay. Let's look at the 5 year. Okay, I see. Wow, not bad at all. Yes, Andrew likes that stock, or that ETF, I mean. And, you know, again, if anyone has an opinion on gold, I can't wait to hear it. What percentage of gold is in the ETF? Actually, that's a good question. Let's see. This one is all gold. It's like gold ETFs, essentially. I haven't done too much research on it, which is why I haven't really brought it up. But Starfish has been killing the game lately, and I appreciate him. I appreciate them, sorry. And I wanted to whip out a little something special. Guys, I have plays like this. So I just need to see exactly, you know, what's going to happen with it. But good stuff. AMC. Good old AMC. Love the rec doing DD now. This. Yeah. Andrew, if you find anything, my friend, let me know in the Discord or if you're still on the chat, if we're still streaming, whenever you find some stuff out. Man, I would love to know. I really would. Sorry, guys, I'm clearing some stuff out. All right, sorry about that. Let's just clear some stuff. Option prices, yeah, I'm sure they have some great options. I mean, hey, the thing is, and those options, they will pay. You know why they'll pay? Because it's a low volatility stock. So be very careful. You really don't have to go out that far out of the money in order to make a lot of money on that stock. Okay, what's up, Sky? Welcome, my friend. So yes, that one's for free. Yeah, that was a good one. Lemonade. Let's see what's going on with GameStop today. Let's see what happened on, like, I haven't even looked at the real price action. Oh, interesting. Wow. I didn't get a chance to look at it all day. So it dropped all the way down to 183, all the way high of 196. I guess it looks crazier than it actually was. Did I just move my line, bro? I moved it. Did I move it? I don't know what I did. I touched it. Shouldn't have touched it. I think it was there. Home AMC kitten. Died kitten yet? Nope, never. Sam, that's what I don't know. That's why I haven't really presented it on the stream, just because it is I don't know too much about it, and I didn't want to present something I really didn't know about. So I feel comfortable enough now to kind of present it and say, look, guys, like, I really don't know exactly what's going on, but I think it's important to I think it's important to talk about. I think it's an important one. Just because, we need to have these conversations. And yeah, it does look like a split. Absolutely. So that's what Lewis is saying. Lewis Smith, in a few weeks, AMC. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the gold one. Yes, I think the gold one was in some kind of split. Sam, just so you know, Sam. So that's my opinion. So what's up, Trody? Man, Trody's a real one. Let's see here. In a few weeks, the AMC chart will look like 1 to 1,000 stock split. Can you imagine? Or I think you mean like a reverse split. But yes, it could be insane. AMC lives if you're not waiting for something unrealistic. Yeah, I do like AMC and for a lot of reasons. Patience equals profits. That's what WeedFeed says. And I love it. I'm here for it. What do you think of the shroom sector? MindMed, New Meat Trip. Actually, I have not looked into it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, the weed sector and the shroom, which in my opinion is relatively newish. Haven't done much research into those. Those are a little scary. I feel like those kinds of stocks are like, they're great, but they might be longer term holds, and I really don't know what's going to happen with those. And again, I'm just not educated on them. Like, I don't know who's going to be the big weed stock, who's going to be the Walmart to come in, who's going to be like this, who's going to be that. There's a lot of uncertainty for me and the uncertainty is from, I'm just not educated. Who knows if Biden's going to pass, weed being legal federally? Who knows what's going to happen? There's a lot of different questions that, unfortunately, and I'll be honest with you guys, I can't give you the answers to. If someone has a good DD article or something to present to me, I would love to see it. And hopefully I can be just a little more educated to help everybody out. But until that happens, I'm just a little limited, and I'm just always going to be honest with you guys whenever it comes to that. So, what is Trody? Of course, I'm committed. My boy Corey needs my support, and I'll give him everything I have. Thanks, Trody. Hope you had a great day, Sky. Yes. Shrooms, ketamine, bold, bullish, long-term plays. All right. Actually, I did want to take a look at one of these. Where is it at? MindMed. That's the one I've heard of the most. Let's take a look. Andrew says, don't say, oh, weed or cannabis on the stream, bro. Call it someone else. Oh, so you don't get flagged. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, Andrew, thanks. I didn't know that. I'm not into any kind of funny stocks. Thank you, Andrew. I didn't know that. I'm new. I'm new to the club, new to the party. Everything's short. Apply to AMC. Diego, yes, it does. It does apply to AMC. Yes. It technically applies to all the stocks, like all the heavily shorted stocks. It's insane. Bro, clip out the live clock when it's not on live feed. I have to wait. Wait, the live clip out the going live clock when it's not a live feed. Oh, oh my gosh, Hamza, I'm sorry, I don't even know. I guess I could see how to do that. Okay. Oh, what a pain though. Dang it. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I'm sorry you went through that, Hamza. Let's take a look at oh no, is this the right MindMed? Is it MindMed? Is this it, guys? Mary in Mind stocks. I love it. No, I don't think this is the right one. Let me just Google it really quick. Cute nickname time. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. MindMed. What is the ticker? Oh, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? This is the first time I ever had to copy a ticker. All right. Let's take a look, see at what's been going on. So I don't know, and gosh, is this safe to look at this website? Oh, guess what just happened? Check this out, guys. What? Look who we were looking at, right? Take a look at this. All right, we're looking at Josh, right? Let's go to his page. Look who's on here. It's your boy. What? Dude, what? This is crazy. What? Okay, let's go back to MindMed. Bro, I'm on top of the world right now. Holy smokes. I got you, Wag. I got you in a little bit, my friend. Oh, no, where'd it go? Wag, if you're still in here, send me a message. My bad. I don't know where it went. I don't know how to use this thing. Go ahead and send your question, my friend. Let's take a look at this stock. Or this company, my bad. Is this one safe? Oh, no, it's not really pulling up anything. Okay, I'm going to wait on this one then. MindMed. So, guys, this is insane. I can't believe this. Holy smokes. I wonder what the institutional ownership is like in this. This is one of those, again, I'm just a little bit scared with it. And, you know, OTC, this could be a fantastic stock 1 year. Yeah, it's been running up pretty well. So we'll just have to see what happens. But see, this might be so felt legit. Dude, this is crazy. So Jack, yeah, Olive, I saw that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you posting that on Reddit. It's really helped, guys. That video's got a lot of exposure, and that's all I want. Like, I just want people to know. I want awareness, and you know, especially with days like this that just freaking are so lame. With the let's just see what the news says. Like, well, this one says update. Look how they updated it. You see how they do that? Like, correction from source. You see how they do this? Like, you think that was, oh, okay, it's okay. I just get so passionate, you know what I mean? Like, I see this and it's like, man, it's messed up. It's correction, like, to issue. Look at this, AMC, look at this, like, and they all had to correct it. Like, no, They didn't even watch the interview. Like they're just spreading misinformation, and it's not right. It's not cool. Like it's not cool at all. Yeah, it's not cool. I saw a new person in here, Jordan J. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Jordan says, hey guys, I just got started into stocks trading. Any beginner advice or good resources I should check out? Jordan, as far as advice, I can't really give you financial advice, but I would say stock market is it's called, okay, to quote Trey's Trades, it's called Wall Street Bets, not Wall Street Guarantees. And that's a great quote, and I think that's something that people should live by. Don't put any money in that you can't afford to lose. Is huge. I am coming out with. I do have a course that I'm putting together. I'm just laying it out so I can start just recording the videos and knock them all out. But Jordan, you may want to stick around, my friend. Just watch what's going on. Watch the streamers. See what they're doing, and just take everything with a grain of salt, because we are, it's a little bit different with everything going on right now. But yes, Andrew, 100%. Jordan, invest in what you know. For example, I know, and right now, like in my personal opinion, like I like stocks like obviously AMC, but cruises, cruise lines I like. They're going to be, in my opinion, they're going to open with the economy. I think they'll do well. There's also what else happened? Cruise, what's going to open right now? What do people want to do, and what is going to happen? And that's just one way to look at it. That's not guaranteed for money, but that's my personal investment strategy currently. Just kind of taking thinking logically about it. That's just my personal current investment strategy. After everything happens, like with the squeeze or whatever, and let's say in a year or two, however long it takes, the economy's back to normal, then it's really time to buckle down and do good research on ththat's what I'm going to do. That's what I plan on doing, and making sure that everyone is like just aware and up to date of what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, and Jordan, also, pick companies. Let's say you're into electric vehicles. Do your research on electric vehicles. There's we talked about it earlier. There's the batteries. There's the even the charging stands, the parking lots that people are going to have to park in. Maybe there will be, I don't know, ice cream stands at all those parking lots, and it's going to be from one ice cream person. Maybe Dippin' Dots will be in all of the parking lots for Tesla people. You know what I mean? Like, you have to look at those kinds of things that might happen, and important stuff like that. But welcome, Jordan. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. If you want to stick around, we more than happy to talk. We talk about different plays all day, and I try to shoot holes in them, and people defend them. And you need to be able to defend your strategy and say, Corey, no, that's not what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, and that's how you have a good stock. Serene, welcome. Serene has $27 in buying power. What is a good stock to look at? Oh boy, Serene, I don't even know. 27 stocks. You know what I see? I see 27 divided by, we'll say 9.27. I see different, I'm just doing calculations. You can get some AMC, you can get some AB or SNOA. I mean, I'm just kidding. I can't tell you really what to invest in, but there's what do you like? What do you like? A lot of I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have a good play that I really like right now. I don't know if I really have a play, Serene. And what you may want to do is, you don't have to spend that money. We don't know what's going to happen. I think you are in on AMC, and maybe you want to average down or average up at this point. If it continues to dip, few different options. WATT, we're going to take a look at that one in a second, Lee, because I love it. I emailed them. They still haven't emailed me back. I don't know what the dealio is. Davey says, mate, I just watched the Everything Short. Wow, man, what a video. Yeah. Holy smokes. It was insane. Huge shout out to Atobit. Huge shout out. Without him, there's no video. And yeah, I've already spoken with him. We're going to collaborate. We're going to collaborate more. he was fantastic. I really enjoyed our conversation. Super cool guy. And I'm looking forward to talking with him again. So we'll talk very soon, me and him. Let's see. Feed says hedge funds are trying to crash the whole market, and the SEC is turning their head to let it happen. My gut tells me that when GME blows, we will have a crash. Get ready to buckle in. Yeah, it's scary stuff. It really is. I was like, when we actually recorded that video twice. There's a long version of the video where he goes into super depth, but it's an hour and 17 minutes. And I was like, let's do this. And I was like, dude, let's, I said, this is fantastic, but let's try to make a more digestible version that is shorter. So I told him, we re-recorded it. But let me tell you, when he said that the market is going to crash, I was like, it could crash, it's possible. I was like, I lost my mind. I was like, this is possible. And it's the scary part is that it made sense. That's the scary part for me. But and again, if it, heaven forbid, but if it were to crash again, I need everyone to understand and make it a point to let everyone know that it was the hedge funds that caused this, and them being so greedy. And I'm afraid that Wall Street Bets is going to get the bad rap for this and the retail investors. But no, it would be the hedge funds that would have caused that crash, and even the government. The regulation or lack thereof, that would have caused that. And so, as much as it sucks and it's crazy, like, yeah, it's crazy. Olive says, next time the market crashes, I'm buying everything I see. That is one of the best investment strategies that one could have, in my personal opinion. Buy the market dip. And on March 18th, when everything crashed, I bought the dip, and you know what? I've done very well, and I'm very happy. Very happy. Let's put it this way, with years of saving, I've been saving in my 401k for years, and I surpassed my 401k tenfold just by trading and by buying the dip and doing these trades. So crazy. Yeah, they'll blame us. It's just messed up, man. A bunch of messed up stuff. Dang it. Someone had messaged me on... Who was it? I'll have to check. I don't know who messaged me. Someone messaged me on Discord. I think it was Crackwag. If you're still in here, send me a message, buddy. I don't know what your name was in here, in Discord. Anyways, sorry guys, quick thing real quick. But anyways, let's see, catching up on the chat. I don't care if it's Teletubbies, I'll buy it. Yeah, they'll. Okay, so this is a good question. At what point would it be a dip or a market correction or considered a crash? That's a hard question. I'm going to give you and I don't know if I have a definitive answer for that one. I'm sure I can look up the difference between a market correction and a crash. In my opinion, a crash would only be as if there was like some kind of catastrophic event. For example, obviously I would consider the beginning of COVID, everything going into everything shutting down, like us going into quarantine. In my opinion, that was a market crash, and I'm sure it's probably for sure a market crash, and everyone confirms it. But that's that. Now, what we've been seeing, let me find a good stock or good probably Senseonics is one of them. Yeah, we've seen all these stocks look like this, right? Most stocks look like this right now. There's Animal. What's up, Animal? But we're missing the one with 3 L's or 2 L's. So you're a fraud. No, I'm just kidding. But so we saw all these stocks do this, right? Huge, nice run up. And then look, it came back down, right? In my opinion, this is just a correction. They got too fast, up too fast, too crazy, too quick. And they needed to correct themselves. So most of them have like, basically most of them have like a solid double bottom here. and or like a large double bottom. I don't know. I've been calling it a rainbow. I don't know what the exact chart term is currently, but it's, you know, just a long one right here. And in my opinion, that's I think that would be the bottom. But, you know, just kind of correct it. It's not a crash. A crash would be, I mean, you would know if it's a crash. You would see all the stocks go down, you know, back to basically reset, you know what I mean? Not like zero, but you would see the reset. And we can see it something like, and remember, these kinds of stocks like Disney, they're very strong, you know what I mean? Like, so if we look at it at what happened, let's look at the 5-year, you can see, you know, look at this crash. Like, you can see this is a crash, doing good, and everything crashed in the same day, essentially, or the same, maybe the week of March 18th. March 18th was a Monday. Some of it crashed before, started crash before, but they really finally hit a bottom at that time. So it's just, gosh, it's wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. But yeah, let me get a sip of water. I haven't drank the whole time. I gotta chug this. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And that's, you know, if it's a crash, I think you'll know. You'll see it in the news, stuff like that. And remember, and I say you see it in the news, but keep in mind, guys, the news, they're, I don't know, it's hard. I feel bad saying it because they're not all, well, their job is to get clicks, get views for advertisements, like, so advertise to us. That's like the whole point of the news. Well, not the point. I'm sorry. That's not the point of the news. That is what their business is, getting clicks so people watch their content so they see their ads, and that's what it is. And so you have to be super clickbaity, and so they're going to do this kind of stuff. They're going to get the news, they're going to give you bad news super fast because they want people to click their content. Look how, and because you know why? You can always do an update, you can always do a correction. Look at these. You can always say something, you can always fix it at the end. Get it out as fast as possible and then fix it later, and then they'll say, oh, well, we corrected it, it's okay. Well, what about the crash that you guys just caused today? Or not crash, but you know, like what about the panic you guys caused today? And so it's unfortunately, it's unfortunate. AMC is just on a bit of a roller coaster, in my opinion, Tom. I think everything's fine. It's on sale, my friend. Let's see. NVIS. So remember, Microvision had a huge run up, and this is very common, guys. You will see this. You'll see a huge run up, and then guess what? You'll see a retracement. Let's see what this retracement looks like in a Fibonacci retracement. We'll grab it from about here. Put it up here. And so pretty harsh retracement, though. You know, it did retrace. Let's see. What do you say? 70% about? I would say probably a little more than 70%, but that's okay. I think it's going to hold here. Hopefully it doesn't go too far down. Hopefully it respects this level of support over here around the 61.8%. But you know what? We'll just have to wait and see. I think they do have a presentation, and this wasn't even their presentation. I believe they do have a presentation coming sometime this month, and so I'm looking forward to that. I think that's gonna be great. I'm curious what they're presenting. You know, I don't really know too many details about it, but I'm looking forward to whatever they're gonna present, and I hope that it helps recover the stock. Sean says, I hope whole world is holding AMC. My life bets on it. Yeah, Sean, I hear you, buddy. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you won't be in too much trouble if AMC goes south, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. End of the year, you know, even if it doesn't squeeze, in my personal opinion, which I think it will, my personal opinion, at the end of the year, without a squeeze, it would still be double what it is now, in my personal, at least double, in my personal opinion. So I feel pretty good about it. So I keep looking at my watch, guys. I'm getting notifications. If you haven't seen this yet, check this out. Joshua James tweeted me, or I think it's James. It might be James. think it's James. I'm really not sure, but look at this. Boom. Tweeted. Crazy, guys. This is the top. This is his regular page. Look. So I'm super hyped up about this. Kong also tweeted me or retweeted, or I don't know what they did, but Kong did it. Crazy. Crazy stuff, guys. Let's see what else is going on. William says stock correction is that where hedge funds lower the value. Okay. Okay, I'll read this just because it's funny. Stock correction is that where hedge funds lower the value of a stock by making fairy tale shares and shorting them? Thank you, William, for your comedic humor. Let's see. Big boy stocks. Lackenzie says, is it a buy? Keep up the great work. Have you reached out to Trace Trades yet? I think you would click with the rest of the YouTube AM crew. I love it. AMC crew. Lackenzie, I have reached out to Trey previously. I haven't reached out to him recently. Actually, I sent him a gift. Hopefully he'll get it and see it on the stream, but no, I haven't reached out to him recently. I'm not trying to like hop on his like hype train or anything. I'm not trying to like clout seek or anything. I don't know. I just don't want that kind of like, I don't want anyone to think I'm doing that. And so I've kind of just let Trey do his own thing. And if he wants me on and anybody's watching his stream, let him know. I'm more than happy to hop on. But currently I'm just gonna hanging out. Too many reaches already gonna blow up. Oh wow, this one was at, oh, I'm on the wrong one. Wait, is this one? Oh my gosh, I didn't even refresh it. Yeah, man, that was blowing up. I was like, what are you talking about? It doesn't have anything. Man, that's crazy. Oh, am I not in the conversation? Wow, man, people are loving that video. That's crazy. Who would have thought, you know? That's awesome. I'm hyped up. Will do, brother. If he was one member of the office, who would it be? Who would I be? Who would I be? I don't know. I'm like a mixture. Who would I be? If he was, I feel like I'm a Jim or maybe an Oscar. Maybe, no, I'm not a Kevin Scott, but I think I'm more of a Jim or an Oscar. Yeah, maybe an Andy. I don't know. I love The Office though so much. So, Jordan Belfort. Oh, was that today? Jordan Belfort and Trey's Trades video? Holy smokes. If that's today, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I can't wait for that video. That video is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. It really would. Ryan. Oh my gosh, not Ryan, dude. Don't give me Ryan. Oh gosh. What is wolf.com? Oh my gosh, too funny. Thanks, guys. I need some support here. My mental health is not good. I buy shares here and there, and pretty much all in. Sean, hey, my friend. You know, it's, oh gosh, it's so hard. I know it's so hard. And if I can, you know, let me show you what was going on with me and Mavis in case you weren't here for that one. Mentioned by Stick Stocks. I don't know who this person is. Is this a big person? Oh, okay. So, everything, great work by you and your guest. Hey, thank you so much, Ottawa. I appreciate that. Ryan started the fire. Okay, so let's talk about Mavis really quick for, where's my friend? Sean. What's up, my friend Sean? Let me, oh, Brad subscribed and liked Gorilla Gang. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. So let's talk about this really quick, guys. Let's talk about what has been going on with Microvision. Okay. And Sean, let me walk you through this little story, my friend. I got into Microvision like back here at like $20. Okay. And man, boy, I've been bag holding this up and down. I put a pretty good amount in here also, you know, and the Nard dog. I put a pretty good amount in here, okay, and I've been holding and holding, and you know what? I was holding, and until like yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, this is what it was looking like. It was down. Obviously, I bought in here, and it's been down, 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 lower, 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 up a little bit, and it's just been like it's been hurting. It's been scary. And then finally we had like, you know, this huge run after, you know, it's been going up slowly and stuff, you know, and finally it's like back up to almost or like break even. Granted, it's down to 15 now, but you know what? It helped me so much. Like it was really hard for me. And it's because I was just scared, you know, I bought in off of someone else's recommendation. And it was rough for me to hold. But after seeing like this, I was like, you know what? It's going to be okay. Because what am I going to do? Am I going to sell my position at a loss? Like, you know, and don't get me wrong, there are times when, yes, you do sell your position at a loss, but what I would never do, and I can't give you guys advice, I don't think, but what I just there's a time to cut losses, but make sure you're not bored of the stock. If you're just bored and you're like, I think I'm going to switch stocks, and, you know, I'm seeing, and especially if you're going to this list right here, oh, these guys were up 100%, you know, 173%, 78%, and, you know, yes, that's going to mess with you. So you just need to just know, like, okay, why am I in the stock? What does it look like in 3 months, you know? And you can look at that. You know, if we go to AMC, now depending on when you bought in, you go to AMC, look at the 3 month, hey, you know what? This stock is crazy. Look, it can go high, it can go low. But you know what? Look at this trend. Look at this upward moving channel. Clean. And that's what I have to say, my friend. So that's that. I think it's a gym for sure. Let's see. Ooh, Starfish, man. I like your brain. Starfish says, thoughts on the plastic shortage due to the Texas freeze. I looked up Dow, and main U.S. company was polyethylene. Okay, so anyways, polypropylene supposed to be increased due to price. See, that is the kind of information. That's the kind of DD that is good stuff. If that's true, then find the companies that are doing that. Those are the opportunities, Starfish, that you need to look for. If you can find, and again, that's the equivalent of my recent chip video, right? There's a chip shortage, and I forgot who gave me that one, but there was a recent chip shortage. Oh, it was Animal. And guess what? Now everyone needs computer chips, and remember, it's not just computer chips. They're like, well, I guess they're all computers, but you know, it goes in the cars and this and that and the other. All these different things, they're all in short supply, and so I think those stocks are going to go up. And as we can see, they're spending billions with a B on building these factories to try and make up for this shortage. And even Biden is trying to pass, I don't know if it's already been passed, or trying to pass the assistance, you know what I mean? Like I forgot the term, but it's not like a bailout, but the incentive programs or whatever it is. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So those are, that could be a great play to look at. Oh, Bazinga's story on it. Factories went down a long time. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about that stuff. I didn't even know. I live in Texas, and I was very lucky during everything that happened. My coworkers weren't so lucky, but you know, as far as the weather and like as far as losing power and water and stuff, I was extremely lucky. They weren't, but I didn't even know about this plastic shortage. So, great opportunity to capitalize on. Flyrod says, one of the biggest mistakes, folks fail to learn about the technicals and fundamentals of day and swing trading. They simply jump in and hope for the best. Fly, that's a good point. A lot of people, you know, and there's a lot to learn though, you know, but I think it's important, you know, I see what you're saying, but, and I think you're right, but I also think there's an opportunity, especially in this kind of market, for more intuitive plays of things that we know that are going to do better. For example, things that are going to be opening now that they've been closed the whole time. and they've been able to stay afloat during this time. So if they've been able to stay afloat for, you know, a year being closed, like even the cruise lines and stuff, I don't know how they're not bankrupt yet when they've been bleeding money. While their financials aren't going to look good, I think that they have an opportunity, their stocks and stuff have an opportunity for growth. And if somebody can think logically and you know, and get their feet wet with some of these stocks, I think that's pretty cool, you know. But but there is definitely a place for technicals, fundamentals. There's important things to look at, and I'm going to be covering those. Those are things that I have a plan for the channel, a whole course and everything that I plan on releasing. So, but great point. I appreciate that. Yeah. Jokin says Intel is doing a massive expansion in Phoenix, Arizona. I did cover that in my video, and you're right. It was them and I forgot somebody else, but yeah, a few factories spending billions, multiple billions. I think was it tens of billions on these factories. It's crazy. Laserproof says 105 people watching, but only 67 likes. What the heck? Thank you, Laser, for the assistance. Starfish says, right, should be a financial badge. My company survived COVID. Yeah, I mean, think about it. We from the beginning of COVID, what did we see? Cruise lines are going to go out of business. They're bleeding. How much was it? Tens of millions of dollars a day, and they'll be out of business by, I think it was when did they say out of business by? I want to say March, but that's when the economy closed. I don't know. They said they were going to out of business the whole time, and not even. You're right. Like this video if you want. If you want to go to the moon. Thanks, guys. Smash the like button. 64 now, man. you guys are the real ones, man. Real MVPs. So yeah, it's just crazy stuff, man. Crazy. Oh, somebody, I don't know who was talking about Watt, but we haven't looked at the stock yet today. Let's see what's been going on, guys. This is the crazy one. If you haven't seen this one yet, take a look at this. Let me drink a water, and we're gonna take a look at this website because this thing is pretty neat. I'm gonna pull it up while I'm drinking. Fly, my most profitable trade, AMC. I got an AMC. Joking through you a sub and a like. Hey, thanks, Joking. I appreciate that. AMC was my most profitable trade. I bought call options when they were at $2. I bought them with a strike price that was out of the money at the time at a $2.50 strike price. Animal, tell the other animal that I'm sorry about that. Hope the animal feels better. So I'm feeling pretty good. Johnson, what's up, my friend? So really quick, guys, I just like looking at this website. Laser likes it. You see this stuff? Look at this website. These things are charging wirelessly like that. It's insane. Like, what? So again, a lot of different questions, and one I just thought of this second is, what does it do to the Wi-Fi? Does it mess up your Wi-Fi? Because there are things, and if you don't know, like the 2.4 gigahertz, your regular wireless Wi-Fi, theoretically could be messed up by your microwave because it runs on the same 2.4 frequency, which is just weird to think about. But sometimes, you know, people talk. I'm sure they probably fixed it by now. This I knew about this like years ago, so I'm sure it's fixed by now. But I didn't know they really were brothers, Olive. I thought they were joking. So anyways, I think that this is cool, guys. There's a lot of upside to this, in my opinion. And this is one that I'm going to be following. Now, I haven't done my research on this yet. But I do have a lot of questions. And so, and I don't even know if they have a competitor. Maybe they have a big competitor on this, and maybe it's not something that they'll be able to do. But you know, we'll just have to see what happens. What happens with these stocks and what's been going on with these guys, because I don't know, you know. Now, like, are they going to have to, will this work with my current iPhone? Will I have to get in, will they have to sell like the chips? And I can pull up the chips really quick. I think I can just pull it up here, or I'll just pull up a chip real quick, or let me see if it's here. Yeah, these chips, you see. So what I don't know is like, well, these chips have to be installed in all the new phones and all the new that's 90% a scam. Oh, Addison, so is this a theory, or is it for sure a scam? Because, and that's a good point, you know, I'm all excited about this, right? But is it actually a thing? Is this real? Because, or is this like fake? You know what I mean? Is this like what is that thing called? Or is this like who had the fake cars? Nikola? Fake cars and trucks? Maybe it's a Nikola situation and we're all bamboozled. But I really think that this is really cool to look at. So, oh, Kelly, I got you, Kelly. We'll talk in just a second. So that's a great Addison. I'd love to know if that is factual or if that's an opinion. But I think I see what you're saying. Do they have products up yet? So right, so on their products page, this is all you get right here, products. This is all you really get. And I looked at all of them. They're just the chips and the stuff. So I can open it really quick. Currently, there are no products. So my questions are, will these have to be installed in all new products? For example, watches, phones, everything. You know, will this have to be installed in all the products, or do they currently have similar chips that automatically work? Number two, you know, so, and you can see like, I guess the technology or whatever, how it works. So will I have to buy all new products? Well, is this more of a future thing where they'll integrate it after X amount of time? Is it safe? Are the frequencies that this is using, is it safe to actually use? So many questions that I have here, but we'll see, you know. We'll see if this is a pipe dream. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but could be cool stuff, but could be total fluff and a pipe dream. I did email them. Like I said, I've already mentioned that, but I did email them asking just a few questions, like the ones I just listed. Will I have to get all new devices? Will it already work with current devices? Stuff like that. So hopefully they'll reply, and I'll be able to give you guys an update on this, because I do like this a lot. But that's some great points, and this is why I like having you guys in the chat. You know, I need someone to say, hey, this isn't possible. Like, this is a pipe dream. This is a theory. This is a Nikola situation. And so I think it's important for people to have those conversations. You know, I'll see this and I get all excited, but you know, I need someone to bring me back to earth. I'll just say that. Let's see. Let me see if anyone, do they have any proof? Yeah, so yeah, it's just schematics and stuff, lasers. So I'm not sure if it's but I appreciate, you know, the playing devil's advocate. That's my favorite game. That's the best game. If you ever want to know if an idea is a good idea, have someone try to shoot holes in it. That's the best thing you can have. That only a best friend would do that, or someone who really doesn't like you. Imagine this takes off and bought up. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal. This is one of those plays where, and hey, maybe someone will catch wind of this. If Trades talked about this or something, I don't know if it would like skyrocket, for example. And then, you know what? You could sell the hype. And then whenever everyone, remember Nikola, everyone bought Nikola. They thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then what happened? It was like, well, we don't have trucks yet. It's not real, like blah, blah, blah. And then boom, completely collapsed. Well, I don't know about completely, but it just fell. So this could be a play where you get in before the hype and then sell the hype, and then, you know, let it come back down and see if there's another hype. So just things to think about, guys, things to think about. And if you want to, I mean, I don't know, all my money's tied up, and so I won't be buying it. But if someone is looking for another play, maybe this will be good. But not financial advice. Just make your own decisions. Just presenting stuff. Whole thing reminds me of the bracelet that beams a touchscreen onto your arm. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. Where do you think the hedge fund? Where do you think the? Okay. Let's get back to AMC, and let's kind of like. Let's get back to the core, and let's talk about some of this stuff. Where's AMC? Great. So let's talk about AMC for a second. The question was, Okay, well, first let me answer all of Cheeto Man's question. Does anyone know what happens to a company when you have a stock and it is bought by a bigger company? Yes. So, oh, okay. Jesus. Did you already know the answer to your question? Did you answer your own question? Oh, the Godpill was in here yesterday. Olive, it leads to all of us getting rich. So anyways, yeah. So if let's say we all have stocks in AMC, and let's see Amazon comes out and says, hey, we're buying AMC. Okay, well then what will happen there is they'll agree upon a price and everyone will get a big payout. I haven't looked at the numbers yet, but remember Amazon bought Whole Foods and it was a similar thing. They were, all the shares were, you know, you could sell a share to Amazon or whatever, they'll buy you out, and you got a good amount of money. It was like a good amount of money from my understanding. It was, I don't know what the percentage was though. I'm sure it was over 100% that you got back. So I would, if anyone does the research on that, or maybe I'll do the research and see in the event of a buyout what happened. I would love to, I'm gonna write that down. I think that'd be a great video to make for people to see, because a lot of people have that question. Perfect. We will update it next launch. Great. I regurgitated a lot. I heard you mention it yesterday. Okay, back to AMC. So, oh my gosh, I lost your question. I'm getting sidetracked. Gives the details in AMC. Kelly, this is for you. And this is for Jesus. Says, where do you think the margin calls on hedge funds will lead to? Okay, perfect. And this is back to DTCC rule 801. Okay. So let's take a look at what is happening here. So if 801 gets passed, guys, there's going to be a margin call. In my theory, Nicola, not Nikolai. I think I was saying Nicola, but if I said Nikolai, I apologize. Nikolai. Oh, I say Nicola, but I just say it fast. And I apologize if it came off wrong. Anyways, so if this rule passes and they get margin called, right? I think what will happen is, let's say they get margin, called at $10, right? Which I think it'll be higher. Let's say they that rule passes and they're like, guys, what are you guys doing? You guys are over. I think it'll go up higher, right? And then they'll say, well, now you guys they're going to be purchasing so many shares. There's so much money that needs to go back into the market that it's going to go higher. And then they're going to say, well, now they're basically going to force themselves into their own margin calls. Like, in my opinion, that is what's going to happen. They're going to force them there, and then it's going to go higher again. And then guess who else is going to jump in? Retail investors, everyone who wants to hop on this hype, who doesn't want to miss on the squeeze and the FOMO, and anyone who's sold out before, in my opinion, I think they'll all buy in. It's going to cause more. And they're going to have to keep on covering until they've covered all their positions. But as we talked about in yesterday's video, what happens if people don't say, well, I don't want it for $15. I don't want to sell my AMC for $15. I want $30 for it. Well, then guess what? If no one wants to sell it at 15 and they sell it at 30, then hey, 30 it is, because guess what? They will legally have to buy back these shares, and they will buy it back for whatever you say the value is worth. So if in a magical world, if everyone said, no, I'm holding until $500, and granted, you could put whatever number you want there. If everyone said, I'm holding until $500, then Dr. Ritardo, I think I missed something in the chat. Nicola, not Nikolai. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nicola. So anyway, sorry. So if it continues to, and that's what I think will happen. They'll continue to force themselves. And so you have to agree upon a price. So if everyone magically held until $500, which will never happen, then that's what they would have to buy it at, And so it really just depends on, because remember, in order for there to be a buyer, there, in order for them to buy, there has to be a seller. So if you're not willing to sell, then they have to find, okay, well, they'll say, okay, well, what do you agree to sell it at? And it's just crazy to think about how this could go. That's why they are saying 2,000 isn't a meme. Like $2,000 per share isn't a meme. I mean, it sounds like a meme. But I don't know. I don't know if this is really precedented, because while we did have the VW squeeze, it was very different. It was very different for multiple reasons, but yes. So that's theoretically how it could go. Okay, just so you know. Oh, Brian. Okay, Brian says Amazon offer for Whole Foods represented 27% premium. Oh, that's all it was? 27% premium to Whole Foods closing price on the previous close? Well, I'm sure off the news it probably ran up some more, but man, thanks for letting me know, Brian. But that's a little disappointing, I think, unless they ran up. Huh. Oh, you were talking to Smoking Guy. Guys, I've been confused this whole time about Nikolai. The entire time I was confused. Trody, it's time for me to sleep. Thanks so much for the stream. Hey, no problem. Sharing your opinions. I wish you all a good night. Hey, have a good night, Trody. We will catch you later, my friend. But yes, so that's that. Laser says you can literally ask for any amount you want, theoretically. It went up to 2,000, then like has a stock split. Will the rules above the 801 rule apes first? Trader John sometimes. No, I don't think I've heard of Stonk Money. Stonk Money. I don't think I've heard of them. Dude, how do I? No, I don't know. Anyways, what was will the rules up? Will the rule APSS first? I don't know what that word is, Damon. I don't know what the rule, I don't know what your question is, but anyways, yeah, so there's all these rules happening. This is a new rule, guys. I think this was just released today, I think. So I need to do some research and see exactly what it is. I'm trying to see if there's a date on here. Let me see if there's a date that says for 1 4. Oh, unless it was 3/31. No, page 31. I don't have a date here, but that's okay. So closing pass. No, they don't have to pass. They've already passed. So we don't have to wait for the other rules anymore. They already said we have to show the books. The other one is basically saying, hey, let me go here. They already said they have to close their books, or share their books, disclose their books. Then they said they reiterated the rules of like, hey, just so you know, this is what's going to happen in this event. And then they went over here and they said, so 801 is over here. We're waiting for 801. And once 801 is good, then holy smokes, that would be insane. Yes, that one would be insane if once 801 happens. And so 801 is really the end all be all. That's all you really need. So I'm gonna see if I can find out what this one is, what this one does. But as you can see, it's 45 pages. Ooh, and sometimes, man, these are a hard read. I mean, they're impossible to read. I mean, try to read this sentence really quick, and it's just like, what? It's just hard to read, but crazy. Well, Damon, so I think I might be misunderstanding. So from these have already passed right here. See how they're on this? Like they've already, from my understanding, these are already in approval. And so this is what we need. But realistically, I'm just waiting for 801. I think once we have 801, we'll be good to go. I think that's like the icing on the cake. And so we'll see. Mark, I am open to collabs. I guess it just depends on who. You know, I'll have to look up that person. I'll copy that name. Stonk Monkey. Yeah, I guess we'll just see. I have to see like their video and stuff and kind of what they're doing. But okay, I am gonna start wrapping up, but I want to close with some important things, guys. First of all, Yelissa, sorry, my friend, you're just missing me. But check out my video on BlackBerry. I talk about it a little bit, and I like the stock. So let's close with this, guys. Keep in mind, yeah, Stonk Money, I got you, Mark. Keep in mind, I found them, that be careful with what you read on the news. Don't just think twice about it, okay? And that's not just for stock news, that's for every news. Just be like, okay, does this make sense? Let's fact check this, okay? Because these guys just release pieces and then they just don't do that. But look, the CEO never said that they're going to, and we see this here, right? I know I'm looking at this Reddit post, but we can look at the news articles, guys. Correction, they might issue. Correction, they might issue, okay? Insane. So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind, guys. They might issue. So don't, and again, you know, turn off your screen, turn off your computer. Do whatever you need to do to like, to make it happen, you know. Yelissa, as far as going live next, actually, guys, tomorrow the market is closed, so I probably won't be live. I'm just gonna work and I'm gonna see if I can get a new video out. I'm gonna talk to Tobit and see if we can get a new video out. I'm gonna see if he's available. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming. Should be Monday morning, 30 minutes before the bell. Yes, 30 minutes before the bell is when I'll start until 30 minutes after the bell. And that's going to be my new attempted schedule to stream. So that is what I have. So thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. I will definitely be on as soon as possible again. We are 10 likes away from 100 likes. So I don't know. If you like the content, continue or consider liking it. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, George, I'm so sorry. I saw your comment earlier and I haven't been able to answer you. Really quick. This is Webull. So I'm using Webull right here. And I really like it a lot. Do I have a video yet? I do have a video on my personal Webull setup and how I have it set up and stuff. I do also have a link in the description if you want to use it. If you use my link and deposit $100, you do get 2 free stocks and I get a free stock as well. So everybody kind of wins. I really like this platform. So robust. You know, Robinhood was a great starter. This one is just a step above, you know. It is as simple as I need it to be and as robust as I need it to be. It has a large learning curve to like, or not a high learning curve. I would say a high skill cap. So, you know, you can start it off as a kind of a beginner and kind of see what's going on, nice and simple. And you can go basically advanced as you'd like. So I'm a huge fan of this. I'm a huge fan of this thing, guys. I've been blowing up, holy smokes. So yes, I hope that helps you, George. I'm sorry it took so long to answer. I appreciate you sticking around and thank you for asking again. This chat goes by too fast sometimes and I get caught up in my tangents and I miss it, but thank you so much for asking that question. Yes, so I hope that helped you. And yeah, if you want to use Webull, I like it a lot. I really do like it a lot. So yeah. But okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys to chat for just a second and stuff. Sky Trader, if you're still here, I did send you a message in Slack. Thank you, Olive, for your message in Slack. Sky, so check that. Also, I think that's it, guys. You guys have a fantastic freaking day. Jokin says, I have E-Trade, but I hardly get to play on my laptop. I downloaded Webull. Yeah, Webull's pretty great. Love to see it. Awesome. Rakora, I'm with you all day, my friend. Enjoy the weekend. We're getting bull today. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with the chat. I'll still be looking at the chat for a second. But I will catch you guys later. Thank you all so much for tuning in and the continued support. I appreciate all of you. Okay. You guys have a great day, a great weekend. I'll probably be making some videos over the weekend, so it's not the last you'll hear from me. But oh, really quick, if you are a Patreon, I think I have like 2 Patreon people. If you're a Patreon person and you applied to my and you apply to the Patreon, I think there's 2 people. Congratulations. I'm going to give you guys one-on-one sessions. So that, and that's just for like pledging without really having any kind of incentive at all. So let me actually pull up my Patreon really quick. And then we're going to do just private sessions with you guys to just as a thank you, you know, and we'll do it. You know, it's not going to be 3 hours long or anything, but you know, just as a little thank you for signing up. So let me see if I can get your names really quick, just in case. It might be one person or it might be 2 people. I really don't know who it is. Lee, I don't know if you're in here right now, but thank you, my friend. There was one other person in here. I'm not sure if they are still in it, but James. So James, if you're in here as well, I did send you both messages on the what's it called, in Patreon. So make sure you check your message, and we'll make it happen. All right. Well, hopefully we'll do it tomorrow. All right, guys. I will catch y'all later. You guys have a great night. I'm gonna put this on the I am. Oh, Lee, what's up, Lee? Yeah, buddy. Go to the Patreon. I sent you a message. And let's set something up, my friend. We'll set something up and we'll chat. Hey, no worries, Lee. I just wanted to make sure you saw it. I wanted to make sure you saw it. Hey, Mark, thank you so much for the super chat, $4.99. I appreciate that, man. 105 likes. Oh my gosh, Mackenzie, I love it. You should be a salesperson, just pushing. We've already hit a pretty solid goal. Okay, guys. I'm really going to start heading out now. Once again, Mark, I do appreciate the super chat, my friend, and the support. Absolutely. And so I'm going to look for more concrete benefits for people on Patreon. Just if you want to support, guys, there's no obligation whatsoever. Just an extra thank you to the people who just gave a little extra. But just being in this chat and hanging out with me, I appreciate it so much. All right, guys, I've been wrapping up for literally 10 minutes now. I appreciate every single person in here. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with the cool little ending stream part. And I'll catch y'all later. All right, have a great night, a great weekend. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.